You look at me now, these scars on my face, my eyes dark with the weight of many deeds, and you think I was born this way, a villain, a monster. But let me tell you something. I wasn't always this bad. No, once upon a time, I was just a boy named Limo, born to the land of red earth and golden skies. The elders used to say I had a kind heart, too kind perhaps. That kindness is both a blessing and a curse. It can build kingdoms or destroy them. Mine did both. But let me take you back to the beginning. My mother used to say I was born with a hand open to give. I helped anyone who asked, no matter how small the task. The people of the village loved me for it. They called me Mwana wa Moyo Wagalide, the boy with the golden heart. But not everyone in the world values kindness. One day, while fetching water from the river, I saw something glistening in the reeds. A little bird, trapped in a hunter's snare. Its feathers shimmered like the sunrise, a sight so beautiful it stole my breath. I knew I shouldn't interfere. The hunter would be angry, but how could I leave it there? So I freed it. It flew off into the sky, singing a melody so sweet it made my heart ache. That night I told my mother what I had done. She frowned. "Lemo," she said, "there's a reason the hunter sets his traps. Sometimes kindness comes at a price." I didn't understand her then, but I would soon enough. The hunter came storming into the village the next day, furious. His snare was empty. He accused me of sabotage, of stealing from him. "That bird was not just a bird," he said. "It was a spirit, a messenger from the ancestors. Do you know what you've done, child?" I tried to explain, but my words were drowned by his anger. The villagers whispered among themselves, unsure whether to believe him or me. My mother stood silent, her face unreadable. The hunter demanded compensation, a debt to be paid, but I had nothing to give. And so, he cursed me. I didn't believe in curses, not then. I thought his words were just words, but as he chanted, I felt something cold seep into my bones. "From this day forward," the hunter declared, "your kindness will turn against you. Every good deed you do will bring you closer to ruin." The villagers gasped, and I laughed nervously, brushing it off. A curse? What nonsense! But the hunter's eyes held something I couldn't ignore. And so, life went on. Or so I thought. It started small. I helped rebuild a hut, but the walls crumbled as if the earth itself rejected my touch. I offered my friend some food, only for him to fall ill that same night. At first I thought it was coincidence, bad luck, but the more I tried to help, the worse things became. My kindness turned into a poison, spreading misfortune wherever I went. The villagers began to whisper. The boy with the golden heart had become a bringer of bad omens. They stopped asking for my help. They stopped looking me in the eye. Even my mother. Even she began to fear me. I withdrew from everyone. I stopped helping, stopped caring. It was easier that way, but the curse had already sunk its claws into my soul. One night I sat by the river, staring at the moon's reflection. That's when I saw it again. The bird. The same one I had freed all those years ago. It perched on a branch, staring at me with eyes that seemed almost human. I begged it for answers. "Why did you bring this upon me?" I cried. "I only wanted to help." The bird tilted its head, then spoke. Not with words, but with a voice that echoed in my mind. "Kindness is not a weapon, Lemo, but neither is it a shield. True kindness comes with wisdom, and wisdom comes with pain." Before I could ask what it meant, it flew away, and I was left with nothing but questions. Over the years, I learned to survive. I stopped trying to be good. If my kindness brought ruin, then I would embrace the opposite. I became what the world expected me to be. Ruthless, cunning, unyielding. They say I am a bad man now. A thief, a trickster, a villain. Perhaps they're right, but deep down I know the truth. I wasn't always this bad. Once, I had a golden heart, and maybe, just maybe, some part of it still beats within me. But the world doesn't want golden hearts. It grinds them to dust. And so, I walk this path alone, not because I chose it, but because it chose me. So now you know. When you hear my name whispered in fear, remember this. I wasn't always this bad, but kindness comes at a price.